Yep. Whoa! Here he comes. Yeah. Whoa! Isn't it funny how a day pans out?
G'day, I'm Gavin from Hurley's Fly Fishing and welcome to another episode of On the Fly. Today we're over in southern England at the mill at Nether, Wallop. Interesting name. It's where Simon from Fishing Breaks has his headquarters here and where he does a lot of his work. I find it amazing he's got a lake literally on his doorstep which is stocked really well with browns, rainbows and blue trout, something a little bit different that we're not aware of, but looking forward to catching one of those. He uses this to do a lot of teaching for beginners and groups and things like that there, and then he has probably 30 or 40 different leases on some of the rivers because you can't just walk up to a river and start fishing. You need to buy a permit to fish it that day. So Simon's in control of those. So Simon's who we used to do all our trips throughout the UK with, and he gives us some incredible experience and expertise on some of southern England's most magnificent waters. Now, I think this is every boy's dream to have a lake like this in your backyard, stocked full of fish of that sort of size. I mean, they're going to be, 3, 4, 5 pound fish. To look out your window, you wouldn't want to go to work, I don't think. You wouldn't want to go to work. Now, we're heading up to a river called the Diva, which is essentially the headwaters of the Test, the famous southern English chalk stream. And apparently very pretty with some pretty exceptional fish, so really looking forward to the experience we're going to get with Fishing Breaks. We've got Tony, which is Simon's head guide, and a pretty experienced fisherman too, so yeah, put your faith in decent guides and you're going to come out on top.
Quite a few of them, but they're quite rare worldwide.
Yeah.
And it's, the chalk is like, well, it's limestone, but it's at its most of water soluble.
Yes.
So all the material that insects need to build shell cases is all in the water.
Yeah.
The reason the brown trout do so well here is because it's groundwater temperature. It comes out of a spring, probably 5 or 6 miles that way.
Oh yeah.
Straight up out of the chalk. So it's about 48 to 50 degrees all the time.
Yep. Which is ideal for everything. Yeah.
You get a few. There are a few. I think there's a couple in America. There's a few in France, but we have the lion's share of chalk streams in this country, and it's why all those Victorians, Halford, Skews, they all fish these rivers and develop the whole dry fly thing.
Yeah.
Along those lines, Did he even twitch?
Well, he's gone upstream a bit there, so that was enough to upset him. Yep.
Well, we couldn't go any smaller, I don't think.
No.
Little plain pheasant tail.
Yeah. Sweet.
Hold up.
We started rising. Oh. There you go. Now. Yep. Come on, mate, come up. It's just been so still, they pick it up pretty quick, don't they? That's
yeah, I mean, it's they like the deep water in this. Oh, nice,
yeah.
grayling. They like the deep water in this when it's warm like this, but you lose the flow when it gets deep.
Yeah. So the grayling, they'll just eat nymphs and that as well. And yeah,
they prefer a nymph. They're pretty much bottom feeders, really great.
Yeah.
They have that kind of underslung mouth. It's sinking nicely.
Yeah.
Right up the front there.
That one in the open. Yep. There we go. And eventually that little nymph has paid off. They've been really hard going because it is so calm and flat in the area here. So everything's got to be precise. And there's not really many rising fish. So we've just put on a little unweighted nymph and that's done the trick there. And it's such beautiful clear water. This is the Diva River, which is virtually the upper Test, which is a very famous river in South England. And there's so many fish, but it's just really hard work because it's just so calm. So I've got quite a long leader and a tiny little nymph. It's probably an 18 little pheasant tail unweighted. And yeah, quite liked it, which is good. And a lovely little brown. On light gear, we've got a stalker glide in a 4-weight. And a good account of himself in this sort of water. It's always good to get off a duck. We're always on that cricket term. Always good. We'll get him in tone. That was good. She was hard going there for a while, mate. And then we got him. Yeah. Perfect. Sweet, thanks mate. That's good, good choice of fly. Tone's our super guide today, so he's picked out the right fly. Worked really well, so that's a nice pound and a half little brown.
I'd say so.
Yeah. And good, there he goes. Good
fish, well done mate.
Good work. Thanks mate.
G'day, I'm Gavin from Hurley's Fly Fishing. If fly fishing is something you want to get into, you want to do a course with us. We'll take you up to New G and we'll teach you how to catch trout. $99, get in touch with us and we'll teach you how to be a superstar fly fisher.
They're grayling as well, aren't they, those ones? Yep. Has to be more over a bit, does it, to be in front of him? Oh, he's come. There we go, got it.
Well done, man.
Looks pretty good, mate.
Nicely.
Hey, yeah, very good. So this is a grayling, which is something a bit different. We don't often see those. We've caught them in Alaska, but over here this is a prime target fish. And the beauty of a guide is, I said, can we catch these, Tone? He said, yep, cast it near it, let it get pretty close to it, and then draw your fly. So put a little bit of life into it and you'll come over and take it. And Tone, sure as banks will steal your money, he came straight over and took it.
Yeah. You can't beat luck.
No. Beautiful, well done. Excellent mate, he's a reasonable one. Yeah, yep.
Well, that's a nice fish.
Perfect.
We'll do about £1.5 pound, get
Yeah, and a beautiful little fish, and that's why they're a grayling. They have that almost that big sail, like a big sailfish. So they're a different type of fish, but a prized fish too, aren't they? At different times of the year.
They've still got another poach.
Yeah, beautiful. Excellent, mate. We'll get that hook out and then get him back in.
You see the underslung mouth? They're real bottom feeders, really, but they will come up and take a fly.
Yep.
Got a bit more gradient to it. We'll find hopefully some players.
As we were strolling along, you're seeing lots of fish, and then we saw a different one. Turned out to be a pike, which is a little bit frowned upon on the upper test. But everywhere you looked, there was just these amazing blossoming flowers, and without getting too soft, it really is a beautiful place to fish. And the river's literally full of fish, and you'd be walking up and you'd see a mixture of the grayling, and they're the ones with a little bit more of an angle on their tail compared to the trout there. But you were constantly seeing fish, and you really thought you were going to catch every one of them, but they were a little bit harder to get to take the fly than what you might think.
There we go. Oh! After 4,577 casts, I actually got one to take it and pulled the hook out. Yeah, well, that's fishing. If you ever wondered if there was any fish in the river, you look at a place like that and you'd think they'd be sitters, but because there's sort of no food around, they're not really in a feeding mood, so it's quite hard to get them to take. Never got anything to do with angler ability, of course. Well done, Tone, to get up and prove that we actually can catch fish. Well, when I say we, we're a team now when I'm not catching any. Beautiful, nice fish, mate. A good one. Okay. Very good. Yep, nice. Well, that was good. Just drifting him down beside him there, Tone, and he took an interest, which makes you wonder, doesn't it, Tone? While that one liked it, why didn't the 474 other ones? But it's good to finally get a fish to take. Not that it really matters, I mean, but you're always casting at target, so it's still quite exciting fishing. But to get one to take, and that bend in the rod makes it all the more worthwhile. Very good. It's just a beautiful place to fish here, isn't it? You're surrounded, lovely bush and lovely clear water, mate. She's pretty special. Well done. Well done, mate. Good job. Got a beautiful little brown from the river. Diva. Fantastic, mate. I better get him back in. Somebody else can come over and catch him. Beautiful. Thanks, mate. Good. Put him back in and let somebody else catch him is the way to go. Perfect. Very good, mate. Well, now we're on a roll. We've caught one in that cast, so now we're right, mate.
Yep.
Another one up there.
A few more up under that tree.
Perfect. Yep. Just try, have you got your clippers to be able to cut that little one off?
It's a very dull bead, because they tend to shy away from the gold edge when it's bright and shiny like this.
Yep. I should have brought my clippers, but...
Why? You've got a guide.
That's right. Yep.
Don't have a dog and bark yourself, do you?
Yeah. Just there, just moving now. Yep. Okay. Okay. Come on, mate.
Well, there you go. Wasn't that just a change of fly for these that we'd had to go at before? And yeah, he decided he wanted that one. All right, mate. There you go, Big Tony's, he picks out the right flies. That's what you need. There's plenty of guides that pick out the wrong fly, mate, but you're just picking out the right ones.
You're very kind.
Yeah. And they're just stunning fish. Tony was just saying how cool the water is. It's actually quite warm, like it's probably 25 odd degrees Celsius, yeah, at least. And Tony was saying the water's actually very cold still, even with the sun, so terrific. Almost good there. How's that? Nope. Good. Well done. Well, that's a beauty, Tony. They're just stunning colours. Funny enough, they look like our Australian and Tasmanian ones, don't they?
Yeah.
Which is very, very similar because our browns obviously came from here, you know, way back in 1864.
In the sphagnum moss.
Yeah. Amazing. Just beautiful, lovely, and that's fish. What you come across to fish these lovely chalk streams for something like that, isn't it? You know, so yeah, we're getting back in. Yeah, in the net. Yeah, cool, excellent. Leave the super guide to put him back in, mate. Cool.
Do it up by the bridge.
Yeah. All good. So when somebody comes across from Oz, you can get them to catch that one too, mate.
Sitting their way.
Yeah.
A fish that understands the accent.
Exactly. So you've been doing this for quite a while, mate?
Yeah, 26 years. So I started it 26 years ago, and I was young, fresh-faced.
You still are fresh-faced, mate, you know?
Like,
yeah.
And so, and I had this idea that people would like to go chalk stream fishing, and I had a little book with some friends who owned some bits of river, and so I started off and sort of did all the guiding myself, answered the phone, cut the riverbanks, did everything. And here we are.
Well, that's how a small business starts, isn't it? You know, you start it like that, you do it all, and then you've obviously built it up now. I mean, you've got quite a few beats that you look after?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how well everyone in Australia is going to know southern England, but essentially there's 75 miles sort of southwest of London. There's a series of counties: Hampshire, Wiltshire, Dorset, Berkshire, and that's the sort of epicentre of the chalk stream region. And we've got about 20 different rivers.
Wow.
And it's different in the UK. I guess in Australia it's the same as in America, where all rivers are public property, so anyone can fish anywhere pretty well for the cost of a public licence. Here in the UK, or in England anyway, every river is privately owned, so there's no public access. So the only way you can get to fish it is by the permission of the landowner, and that usually comes with the gift of having to give him money.
Yes, sure.
So we've got about 120 miles of chalk streams.
Wow. If
you put them end to end, and so we stand between the river owners and the people who want to go fishing.
Yeah, fantastic. No, we don't want to leave that now.
People do get addicted to chalk stream fishing. I see why.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yep. There's one just up here in that sandy bit. You can probably get it from there. Come on, fish. Yeah. Oh! But that was good. That was what's supposed to happen, wasn't it? You know?
Yeah,
big tones. Yeah, that's it. We taught him a lesson. Oh, he wanted to eat it. We couldn't catch up to it. This is it. or find an easier one.
That was the earliest bit of advice I got on the chalk streams.
Yep, just move on.
Try fish 3 times, if you don't take it, find one that will.
Yep. That's it. Oh, see, he looked. Just. Come on, just in here on the left. Oh, that one actually came to look at that. Maybe I'll. Why didn't that, eh? Why didn't that stay attached? There we go. Oh. Yep, nice. That was interesting. That's a couple of casts at that, and then he decided he wanted that like it owed him money.
So he wasn't.
Yeah, yeah. That was good. And it just, I keep saying it, but these beautiful, clear chalk streams are just exceptional. You know, just you see everything unfold. And as a fly fisherman, just that sight aspect is why you do it. So it's pretty good tone, isn't it? You know, so not a bad way to spend a day, is it? On a chalk stream in southern England. Lovely wild browns. Pound, 2 pound size doesn't really even matter, does it? When you get them to come up and take a dry like that and see it unfold, life's pretty good, mate. Lovely pound, well, probably 2 pound even. Beautiful little fish. We might get him back in just to keep him going. But great fun, mate. Great fun. Yeah, they are special fish. Righto. Perfect. Plenty of life left in him.
Ooh,
good.
that was hard work for that one.
Yeah, it was. But beautiful.
Very rewarding. Yeah.
That's sort of the thing. When it is hard, as a fly fisherman, you get one like that, and you feel good about life, don't you, Tony? You go, wow, everything's pretty good, and yeah, perfect. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you need any more information, just get in touch with us. We can point you in the right direction of coming over here to experience just what you've seen today, and it's well worth doing. So thanks, Tone.
Thanks very much.
All right. No worries.
Cheers, mate.
I'll catch you next time on The Fly.